Alright, so we are back at it again. Now we're gonna check out the in-game trials and check out what they are cooking up for the um, end-game grind. We just last time checked out at the mechanics for the Atlas and some of the in-game mechanics being expedition, breaches, delirium, and rituals. And I personally think it's a good choice to bring back some of the more familiar mechanics, so you are not completely lost on what to do in the end game once you get there. Now you have somewhat of an idea in terms of where you want to go or what do you already somewhat like in PoE 1. And so there's a decent chance to probably like that in PoE 2 as well. But yeah, I am very ready to get on with this and see what they are gonna show us. And yeah, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And hopefully, we will be hitting the game on the 6th of December with no major issues. Please don't give us something that makes the game impossible to play. Of course, that is impossible to say right now, as it takes a lot of testing to really fix problems and find them too. So we will of course have some issues, but I am so ready. I just hope we can get somewhat through the end game without too much hassle. But yeah, I am very ready for this. So let's get into it.
Like the other endgame systems, they also have progression mechanics, unique rewards, and player power that can only be gained from them. As you get higher level coins for the Trial of the Sycamores, you will unlock more floors to explore. Each floor has its own challenging rooms and a floor boss that you will need to kill. There are 4 floors in total, leading to another pinnacle boss at the end of the last floor, which can only be accessed at endgame. The Trial of the Sycamores is where you'll find jewels, which you can socket into your tree. These are like passives that you can craft with your currency items. They can be really powerful as they allow you to stack modifiers that may not be easily accessible on the tree normally. This jewel gives lightning damage and shock chance, for example.
Oh.
There are quite a few jewel sockets on the tree, so it's possible to gain a lot of power here. There are also other types of jewels that don't provide any bonuses themselves, but affect other passives surrounding them. This jewel increases the effect of small nodes and radius by 25%. With careful placement in the tree, you could get a significant amount of power from it. There are also unique jewels available with very interesting effects, but you will have to find those for yourself. In order to push further into the trial and uncover the secrets of the Maraketh, you will want to take advantage of its progression system, relics. Relics are items that can be placed in the relic altar as you start the trial. They give special bonuses that affect the trial, making it easier and increasing its rewards. Of course, you can craft these with your currency items, making them even stronger.
Yes,
sir. If you
sir.
complete the entire trial, overcoming all 4 floors, the final boss will reward you with one of many unique relics. These relics will be consumed when used on your next run, but can reward you with unique and powerful items. For example, this is the Last Flame. If you use it, you will have only one
second. Let's take a quick look at that one again.
But can reward you with unique and powerful items.
Sacro, the Eternal drops Temporalis. Maximum honor is 1. Cannot be used with a trial below level 80. Wow, this item is destroyed when applied to a trial. Damn. Okay, so it's a one-time use. In the coldest depth of the winter of the world, overrun by darkness and fighting to last, life itself clung to existence by the barest remaining thread. Okay, that sounds kind of insane.
For example, this is the Last Flame. If you use it, you will have only 1 honor for the entire trial, so you will need to do a completely hitless run. The Trial of Chaos also extends into the endgame. As you gain inscribed ultimatums of higher and higher levels, the number of chambers that you can go through increases. In true Val style, this allows you to take even more risks for even more rewards. At endgame, you can progress through up to 10 chambers with 3 bosses on a single run. Stacking 10 tribulations on top of each other will make this a significant challenge, but it's worth it. The Trial Master will tempt you with items of the Val Empire, such as Val Orbs. Val Orbs are powerful crafting items that corrupt your gear with random, mysterious outcomes. Corruption prevents an item from being modified further, so it has to be the last step of your craft. But it's also the most impactful one. For example, if you use one on your body armor, it might add a new powerful enchantment, or it might re-roll up to half of its modifiers. Val Orbs also have the ability to add a socket, allowing you to bypass the normal restriction of how many sockets an item can have. A body armor could get up to 3 sockets this way, allowing for a significant number of
Lovely.
Val Orbs can even modify uniques. Adding enchantments or sockets to uniques can make them incredibly powerful, but there is a good chance that you will break them as well. The Trial Master will also occasionally offer you soul cores. Originally formed by Chaos, the Val sought to replicate soul cores through human sacrifice rituals and blood magic to power their civilization. Soul cores are powerful socketable items with
critical damage bonus. Again, hits against you have a 10% reduced. Bro, this is insane.
Mods that cannot be obtained from regular runes. Like all endgame content, there is of course a pinnacle boss. The final chamber will drop keys to this mysterious door. Some say this is where the Trial Master himself resides. Perhaps you are willing to take the risk to find out. Had enough yet? Because there is still just one more thing. The most difficult content in Path of Exile 2.
The real deal.
You might come across this fortress that is emerged from
that looks cool.
Surrounded by an enormous maze riddled with danger. Is the maze preventing something from getting in, or something getting out? This fortress is of ancient origin, and its construction has similarities to the towers and tablets that you have been using on your journey through the endgame. It is clear from the entrance that there are 3 keys required to enter. Local factions are vying for access to the fortress in order to seize the power they believe will be inside. Each of the faction's leaders have managed to get their hands on one of the keys, so you will need to defeat them. Each faction is led by an Uber-Act boss. You can see one of them inhabiting the city, but in order to fight him, you will first need to defeat their 2 lieutenants in the adjacent zones. Be careful. If you fail against either of the lieutenants, or to kill the leader, they will move on, and you will need to find them again. Kill all the Uber bosses and you will gain access to the fortress. We aren't going to spoil it, as we can't wait to see you guys attempt it for the first time. But is there a tree you get points in after killing it? Of course there is.
Hell
this is
yeah.
Path of Exile. There is always another tree.
So these are your challenges for PoE 2. As you can see, this project is crazy huge. Way bigger than even we expected when we started out. But how do you gain access? Well, during early access you'll need a key to get in. To thank our existing PoE supporters who have spent more than $480, we'll be giving you guys...
So, with this supporter pack system and having spent $480, I kind of wish they would have made it so there was like the $480 lifespan spend, right? And then if you had spent, let's say, $200 this year, you would also get a key. I think that would have been, I think that would have been a good choice to do that. Just because there are probably a handful of new players that got into the game this year, due to the fact they released some information on PoE 2, and those players probably already spent a decent amount of money. At least I know I did on the game, because I felt like it really deserved it. I do kind of wish that they would have handed me a key for that, because I spent basically half the 480, but I did it in like a couple of months. And had I played this game from the get-go, I would have definitely spent $500 on it, that's for sure. 13 years of this is quite a bit of time, but yeah, I do think it's a good choice that they chose to do it like this.
The PC version for free. Anyone else who wants one can get one by purchasing one of the new early access supporter packs that have just been released to the store. If you just want early access to PoE 2, then you can get a key in the $30 early access pack. The pack...
I think so. they're gonna say something.
Also
right?
comes with $30 of points to spend in the MTX store. But we also have a variety of other supporter packs filled with exclusive microtransactions, points to spend in the store, and even physical items. The cosmetics can be used right now in PoE 1 and in Path of Exile 2 when early access starts. Most of this footage has been recorded in Path of Exile 1, since that's where you can use them immediately. The Lord of Ogham supporter pack contains a cosmetic armor set befitting of the Count of Ogham himself. There is also a matching back attachment which has an alternate variant depicting the influence of corruption. Also in this pack you can find a portal formed of the rusted armor of the fallen soldiers in the Red Veil of Ogham, and the offspring of a vicious Crowbell boss found in the hunting grounds.
Super
this
cool
one doesn't
too.
look so vicious though.
I think I might have to get that one.
On top of that, you'll receive the Iron Count's Y-hander to apply to your one-handed or two-handed swords. For those who are wanting to decorate your hideouts with fond memories and tales of Path of Exile's history, you will also get a series of hideout statues. This pack contains the statue of Hillock.
Oh
For
yeah.
Path of Exile 1's closed beta, each pack contained a true New Zealand icon, the Kiwi.
So here's what I'm gonna say, right? I think they missed a little bit of an opportunity here. They should have put one of these birds in the $30 one and then made it like a skeleton bird and called it bare bones, because it's basically what the package is. It's the bare bone package with basically nothing in it. I think that's a missed opportunity on their part. It would have been a fun little extra thing to put in there, and not getting anything other than the key is kind of like a little bit, I feel, well, you're getting the points, but like it would have been cool with like something just slightly funny, or like like just joking around a little bit. I could see that having one of those birds as a skeleton and calling it bare bones would have been fucking hilarious. I think they should do that if they can, but yeah, if not, then it's all good. I'm still happy, but damn, that would have been so funny.
Following this tradition, all packs in this series will also contain a new themed Kiwi pet. The pet will loyally follow you into battle, but run away at the first sign of trouble. Become the ruler of the desert with the King of the Faradin supporter pack. Show your mastery of traversing the sands of the Vasteri plains. The body armor will allow you to glide
Those
along
hands
ground
hanging
with
down
ancient
looks
sand
insane.
magic. Now each armor set comes with body armor, boots, gloves, and helmet, but the boots are covered in sand. If you'd prefer to show them off, you can turn the gliding off if you want. The accompanying back attachment equips you with two powerful pillars that can control and manipulate lightning. They will periodically release their energy in a powerful blast while in town, and hover in a circle around you, arcing lightning between them, forming a barrier of energy. Replace the appearance of any bow with the Faradin's Glory skin, or replace the appearance of a spear with the Tyranny's End spear skin.
Oh, that looks
This
sick.
spear skin can be applied to staves and war staves in Path of Exile 1.
Just remember real quick, like what we are watching now, I'm pretty sure is PoE 1 footage. It's not the PoE 2 footage.
Want to truly show your worth as a king of the Faradin?
Oh my god, it
then
looks
you
so
definitely
cool.
need your trusty, moving, entire city fortress known as the Dreadnought to travel across the Vasteri plains.
Bro, this
In
is
Path
so
of Exile, you
cool.
can decorate your hideout however you like, and it's no exception here. It comes with a variety of thematic elements to use, or use decorations from elsewhere in the game. Additionally, you will get the Deshret's Blessing level up effect. The King of the Faradin Kiwi pet,
Hell yeah.
and last but not least, a statue depicting the Vile Oversoul from Path of Exile 1.
Nice.
For those who don't know how supporter packs work, each pack comes with all of the cosmetics from the previous tier, so you'll get all the items from the Lord of Ogham.
Yeah, that's one thing I did not know about in the beginning of the PoE 1 situation, was that you could buy a supporter pack, and then if there was a next level of the supporter pack, you would automatically get the price reduction for that. I did not know that, so I spent my first, I bought my first supporter pack, was a Necropolis League specific called the Solar Pack. And then after that, I realized that I bought the $60 one, and then afterwards I realized that it took the price down on the $90 one to $30 when I already spent the $60. And when I realized that, I kind of regretted buying that specific pack, and I then turned around and bought the yearly pack instead, and then upgraded and upgraded. So this works the same way. I kind of like that. It's just that was not super obvious when I bought the pack the first time around, but I'm glad they're making it obvious now, so everybody knows.
Welcome supporter pack as well. The Thaumaturge of the Vaal supporter pack features an armor set and back attachment themed around the Vaal and their pursuit of science and progress. You can find the Soul Core weapon effect in this pack, which causes thaumaturgic energy harnessed from sacrifice to spill from your weapon. This pack also contains Doryani's Idol. It replaces the default appearance of any foci to an ancient relic once used by Doryani, and this can be applied to shields in Path of Exile 1. That's not the only Vaal weapon you'll find. It also contains the Wand of the Thaumaturge skin, and the Royal Sacrifice Dagger skin.
I'm actually wondering one thing now that I'm thinking about it. Are you going to be able to put on your cosmetics in PoE 1 and PoE 2 at the same time? Or if you put something on in PoE 1, you'd have to take it off and put it on in PoE 2. I really hope that it's the first one, that you can have it on 2 sets of characters at the same time, basically.
Sacrificial gems on a Kiwi, but the Vaal did. Thaumaturge of the Vaal supporters will receive the Thaumaturge of the Vaal Kiwi pet. And the Statue of Dominus. This is also the first pack in the series with a physical item. When purchasing this pack, you'll receive a Path of Exile 2 logo t-shirt. But if you don't want one,
hell yeah, got my Path of Exile 1
points to spend in the store.
t-shirt.
Becoming a Warlord of the Karui supporter will grant you an armor set and back attachment, adorned in jade carvings and iridescent feathers resembling power. Enough to even impress the ancestral gods, specifically Tukohama, the Karui god of war. Overkill, you say? I think the Karui people would disagree. Why not drop a gigantic totem on rare enemies you slay to crush them to a pulp?
Nice.
Replace your crafting bench in your hideout with the Ancestral Canoe crafting bench, where Ancestral Chief Mata will summon a giant canoe manned by Karui warriors to aid in your crafting desires.
We must all start somewhere.
You'll also get a pair of weapon skins. Equip Akoya's Felling Axe skin to your one-handed or two-handed axes, or Tukohama's Crusher to your one-handed or two-handed maces.
Okay, so I do see this part kind of goes through the fabric here, but I think it's because it's PoE 1. It looks kind of like a little bit off, just a tiny bit, but it's not. It's nitpicking at this point, because there's literally, that's like such a small detail, a minute detail, that you probably won't notice when you're running around slaying monsters. You know what I mean?
A true Karui warlord is always accompanied by their trusty Kiwi. Equipped with armor and harnessing ancestral magic, they make the perfect sidekick. Once one of the most feared beings in Rayclast, Malachi was slain by a powerful exile. May the statue commemorate the virtue of exiles past, present, and of the future. Of course, it's not all about dressing up in game. You'll want to look good in real life too. By becoming a Warlord of the Karui supporter, you'll also get a Path of Exile 2 hoodie. Our final tier of supporter pack in this series is the Liberator of Rayclast supporter pack. The Liberator of Rayclast armor set and back attachment come made with the finest materials in Rayclast.
Wow, the wings on the helmet looks
suspended in
insane.
divine power. Set up your base of operations in the Beacon of Salvation hideout. Why restrict yourself to just one island when you can liberate more? The Beacon of Salvation hideout comes equipped with your own collection of small islands and personal operators of boats you can use to row between them.
Here
Just
we
walk
go
to the
with the
piers,
boats again.
Click a boat to enter and navigate as you choose. Decorate each island as you see fit to best represent your well-earned hideout. Everyone in your hideout can use their own boat.
Oh!
Some races.
No,
You can also
really?
get the Window to Twilight portal effect.
Oh,
A
that's
beautiful
funny.
mosaic piece of art that shatters and reveals a gateway to your desired destination as you approach it.
Ah, that does
As you
look
walk
cool.
away, the glass magically reforms back to its original form.
Okay.
Rule in style with the Throne of the Ruler map device. Sure, this map device can
Bro.
create portals to endgame maps, but it also comes with a throne you can sit on to oversee your growing kingdom. Look down on the plebeians running your
Nice.
maps. Being the Liberator, though, is not just about sitting on your throne all day. If you do decide to join the fight yourself, you can leave a High Priest in charge as your second in command.
Wow.
Liberator of Rayclast supporters will also get a set of varied weapon skins. The Light of Divinity Scepter skin, the Deliverance crossbow skin, the Justice flail skin, and the Redemption shield skin.
Wow. That is
Once
like
again, you'll have an accompanying Kiwi, and of
a
course,
little bit of steampunked over that shit
Of course,
too.
a statue depicting one of the most iconic events in Rayclast's history.
Kitava!
The battle between a powerful exile and Kitava, the Insatiable.
Wow, that's a
Two
cool
deities, Sin and
statue.
Innocence, the
Goddamn.
exile was able to defeat him once and for all. This supporter pack also contains the Path of Exile
With
2
Sin
art.
and Innocence. Oh
This
my god.
215-page full-color art book includes a huge amount of amazing concept art and lore produced during the long and exciting journey of Path of Exile 2's development.
Wow.
And finally, Path of Exile has a tradition of letting the community participate in designing game features. For Path of Exile 2, we'll be adding the Twilight Order Foil Reliquary.
Okay.
By becoming a Liberator of Rayclass supporter, once Path of Exile 2 is released, you will be able to select any unique item you have found and be able to drop it from the Reliquary. Once players have submitted their items, keys to the Reliquary will start dropping, and other players will be able to find foil versions of uniques that you have submitted along with a message for the lucky player.
Oh.
The more players submit the same unique, the more chances there will be for the Reliquary to drop them, so choose wisely. Now almost all
Alright.
of these items are available to use in PoE 1 right now. There are a few exceptions where the item class clearly doesn't exist, such as crossbows or flails. And there are also a few microtransactions on weapon types that are unavailable in PoE 2 at the start of early access. Once classes that use those weapon types are added, those microtransactions will be available to use. If you can't decide which supporter pack to choose yet, you can always start with the early access supporter pack that just includes a key and some points to spend in the store. Then you can upgrade to any of the following tiers at a later date. These supporter packs will be available for purchase throughout early access. We'd really like to thank you for your ongoing support. Without you guys, Path of Exile 2 could not have happened. Now, I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. Stick around, because coming up next, we have a live Q&A with Ziggy D.
Alright, that's it for the fucking reveal, boys. What do we think, man? What do we think? What's the idea here? Leave a comment below. I want to know your guys' feelings on this. I want to know if you guys saw something that I did not see, if you caught something that I didn't catch, if you have ideas for potential new features or end-game mechanics or something like that. Leave it in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have to say and what you're thinking when it comes to this game and what is been presented, because as of right now I am super stoked for this. I am so ready and I cannot wait till the 6th of December. It's a long goddamn time, even though it's right around the corner. So I guess we're gonna get back on our mirror grind on PoE 1 and grind out a couple more mirrors and then be ready basically for PoE 2. Yeah, so if you like what you saw, if you wanna catch me go through the game and potentially find something crazy, make sure you leave a sub and like and comment, all that good jazz, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a great day.